Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This channel is known as Labradus, that's what I go by in here, but I'm also known as the Groomer Archives. I am the owner of that channel. I upload on that channel of Onision's quote-unquote meltdowns. The reason I do that is so that he doesn't gain any monetization. I have stated this in videos on that channel, specifically the update channel and various comments in the comment section. The point of this video is to give my perspective personally in a more formatted way, because I made a video a while ago on the Groomer Archives called, copyright strike updates, because Onision copyright strikes all the archived videos for monetization, so that when the videos are monetized, which will be possible soon if it gets more watch time. I already hit the 1K mark, so once watch time increases, monetization can be enabled on the channel. And so on that video, I asked for everyone's opinion, if just in case if he is getting monetization, I somehow find out, that I will quit the channel and such, or promote an alt channel, or continue if it's not giving him monetization. From the research and from what other people have said in those comment sections, he is not getting monetization from those videos because they aren't monetized to begin with. I haven't seen any ads on it, neither have other people, I don't think. This video is probably going to come out the day I have been recording this. Currently we're on part 12 of the Groomer Archives. Today's video, he uploaded Baby Carrot, which he talks about his penis multiple times and how it isn't tiny, even though there's multiple screenshots and photos of his baby dick in his underpants, and we have seen that he also tries to fake stuff his pants. That's the thing. So now we're gonna get into my actual perspective on this whole situation, everything that's going on. I want to put up disclaimers because we're going to be talking about also the full Onion lore and things like that. So this is going to be a disclaimer for people who cannot handle this. I understand that people that are coming from the Groomer Archives aren't really going to care. 100% sure if you're already on the Groomer Archives, you know about the Onion lore. There are mentions of So now I want to move on to also for the more newcomers, for references to the Onion lore, because I'm not going to be going into any of that this video. And if you want to know the full Onion lore and things like that, if you are, again, a newcomer, I will be leaving references and links to the various videos that people have made on Onision and about his whole story, even from his childhood. I have put it in order so that you don't have to just search through every link and be a little confused, and they will have descriptions as well telling you what that video kind of entails. And what I will also be putting Kai's section in there so you can learn more about Kai, because this video is also going to include my opinion on Kai, and oh boy, I have a lot of opinions on him. There will be links down below and such. Please go, if you are interested, go learn about Onion. Especially please learn about Kai, because I feel like a lot of the about Kai gets swept under the rug a lot. Now we're gonna get into the actual meat in the video. My theories on Onision's and perspective on his meltdowns and all that. So I want to speak on copyright monetization, because that just basically puts the nail in the coffin that yes, he is doing this for monetization. Another fact that I would like to include, since Onion loves facts so much, is that his videos are monetized, because I have accidentally clicked on his videos before and ads have popped up on his meltdown videos. So yes, he is monetizing those videos, and yes, he is getting money from those videos. Now I'll explain why that's not that big of a deal. I mean, it kind of is, but you'll see later on in the video. He is gaining profit from this. He is monetizing said videos and trying to get the monetization off the other archives, and I guess edits too. I can't tell you personally, but I'm pretty sure that he's gonna copyright strike them just because the video's in it. Because again, videos that are in fair use, he has copyright striked, and YouTube has done nothing. The main uploaders can't really do much. It is what it is. He is monetizing those videos and probably getting a profit off of it. That's why he's uploading so many videos in such a short amount of time, basically daily at this point. Last week, I think, or 2 weeks ago when he was uploading, he has been uploading almost daily. He has skipped maybe a day between videos, but so far, yes, it has been basically daily. He's, uploading these so frequently and monetizing them so that he gets views from them, because either that's his fans or, people that are just passerbys and don't know about archives are watching these videos and giving monetization, which sucks and all, but it is what it is. Some people don't want to get involved in the drama, just people still support him. He's just a danger to society, I believe so. Continuing on with the points, I believe there is harm to his videos because he's mocking those psychiatric disorders like schizophrenia, one of the disorders which includes talking to yourself. I believe that it's just a big mockery and really horrible to even try and fake. The reason he's doing all this, of course, is for an insanity plea, because as we know, Onision is pretty stupid, and as a person who is always so quote-unquote factual, he doesn't actually know how an insanity plea works, because an insanity plea, well, the reason they do that is because the person is too mentally ill or has a psychiatric illness where they can't see that their actions are wrong and such, and that they have done anything wrong. And that's why they give all those pleas. But Onision has shown he knows that those actions are incorrect. I am not a psychiatric employer and things like that. I am not a mental health expert. I can't speak on that. But I do know the basics of insanity plea. I mean, there are theories that he does have psychiatric illness and mental illnesses, but those are theories. Those are people online diagnosing him, and I don't like doing that. But what I do know is that it's a mockery that he's doing this shit. It makes him look like a complete ass. But another theory that I saw in the comment sections from other people is that he's doing this to gauge interest because of his whole act of trying to be the Joker. Because what that also gives him is that gives him attention, and that since, it's clearly amassing him some type of views, not anything really. I mean, it's giving him a little bit more than what he usually gets on his videos, but for the most part, it's not that big of a thing, because again, he's not really gaining any much monetization. Again, I will get into that later, but I have seen the theories that he is trying to gauge interest so that, in the future, when he keeps continuing these videos, he's gonna eventually, monetize these videos and make people pay for them to watch them, or whatever he's gonna do. I don't know, because I'm pretty sure someone's gonna find a way to negate that. But anyways, yeah, that's another theory I heard, which I do agree with, because again, Onision, as you know, loves attention, even if it's horrible attention. Most of this is a universal opinion, but I still personally want to give my theories and all these things thrown out there. By the way, this is all alleged and a theory. You know how Onision gets. I mean, I don't know if he's actually pursued legal action against anyone, but I don't want to be the first. Now we're going to move on to what I've been alluding to for a good minute, which is how these videos don't benefit him at all. If you actually take to look at his channel for more than 5 seconds, he has almost 1 point something million subscribers. He has over 1 million subscribers, 1 million, and those videos are only generating in the thousands and not anywhere close to the millions, which is normal for YouTube. Well, actually, no, it's not normal for a 1 million subscriber channel. He should be growing, but he's not growing. He's been stagnant for a good minute and has actually lost a lot of subscribers, clearly, and his views have not gone anywhere high. They always say in the thousands to like whatever range, and he gets no monetization. That's why he's doing all this, because Patreon was his only source of monetization, and his only source of money. So he needs to find some way to scramble up the last little cents he can, which is monetization through these videos. But if anyone does math, the average, it could be lower than that, depending. I don't know what that depends on, but from what I researched, it's 14 cents to 18 cents a 1,000 views or shit like that. And if we're going off that, then basically the ones that aren't breaking high ones, he's only getting maybe to $20 to $40, which is in YouTube world, if you guys don't know. That's horrible numbers for a 1 million subscribed YouTube channel. And so he's not making it off good, which explains why he is, if you guys also pay attention, if you've seen his meltdown videos, he's promoting his Twitter and his Discord and his YouTube channel a ton, because while he doesn't gain monetization from those other platforms except his bro channel, which is the one he's pushing the hardest, he's still trying to somehow scramble up the little audience he can, which doesn't really work. Most of the people that are interacting with his channel don't like him, and the ones that are defending him are underage fans, and they're not a lot of them. So, he's not getting anything really from doing this. I mean, he's gaining attention, but if he actually does plan on monetizing these videos, I doubt anyone's gonna want to pay him, and even if people do pay him, they're most likely gonna be a small number of people who are gonna subscribe and just like monetize or pay whatever amount he wants for those videos, if that's the route he's trying to go with, which I do believe that sounds like something Onision would do. But even so, I would say that if there are people who were gonna pay for it to archive, I don't think there would be that many, because if one person's already archiving it and uploading it on whatever site they want, I very much doubt that that there's going to be a lot of people doing that, because once one person archives it, why would anyone else pay for it? Just watch it on that archive channel. Now, just a quick editing side note that I could be wrong in this case. That cannot always be the case. Again, I have learned that not a lot of people do actually know about archives, and it also doesn't help that Onision copyright strikes them, which makes it more likely to get in people's recommendeds or for people to view it. I'm the lucky ones because I have seen other archive channels of Onision's, archive channels that other people have made, and it does not gain as much views as I have been gaining, because that's how I got basically the idea to archive in the begin with, because someone on Twitter actually sent a link to an archive version and it didn't have barely any comments or any views. I don't know if that person is still doing archiving. I would personally have to find the post, but I don't think I will, because the posts pertain to a specific post on his Twitter. So, that's not always the case. I realize now that as I'm editing that could be completely incorrect, and people could actually want to pay because while he's not really gaining much support, he is gaining views, and like up in the thousands, of course, which is it's a whatever. Again, it still doesn't benefit him all that much, but I do think that we have to take into account that if he's getting that many views just from that, how many people are actually willing to pay, because if you think about his Patreon, while it was going downhill, there's still people still paying for it, and he was still getting some type of revenue from Patreon. That was basically his only way to gain revenue. So that's why I'm just saying that can't be the exact case. It's just we'll have to play it by ear and see if my theory turns out to be true, which I feel like it will. So I'm just letting that be known and such, that my theory could not be always correct, and I could have just cut it out and just put this recording, but I decided to still keep it in because it's still a possibility, because I could be completely incorrect and people could pay so that's just the end of the side note, and we're gonna continue back onto the video. But that's basically my theories and such on the whole. So now I want to speak on Kai. Now, if anybody knows Kai's lore fully, I believe he's just as much of a danger to children as Onision, because as you guys know, I get that defense a lot. He's a victim, and while he is a victim, in the end turned a predator, because he has I don't know the full grasp on the Regina situation. I am currently researching that. The thing is, he has caused victims issues, like mainly Sarah. He has sent nudes to an underage girl, and that is highly illegal and will get you prison time. And just straight up, I believe anybody who sends nudes to anybody who's underage and or is preying on an underage person does not deserve to continue that type of engagement with any type of children. It just shows how much of a danger they are, actually. And I understand that, people will bring up the statement that he's not as bad as Onision, which I don't believe, because he's just as much of a pedophile and a predator. And while he may be a little more unstable in a sense, I do believe that Kai's actions should not just be under the radar just because Onision's quote unquote worse than him. Maybe you still believe that Kai deserves redemption even with all the research. I believe he deserves just as much consequences as Onision for preying on underage girls and such. It's just, I mean, I guess the topic can get more nuanced than that, but just straight up simple answer is that just because she's a victim turned predator, and that victim part is still there, does not mean that she should not have consequences for actions. Well, Onision and Kai's kids, that's a more topic that I can't really get into, because I don't really know much about that type of system and how that works with children. That's a more difficult topic. I am not well knowledge to give my opinion on the decision of Onision and Kai's children. But I do believe that they would be safer away from those two. And also divorce papers. Let's not forget about that. The divorce papers, supposedly, quote unquote. I see a lot of people get confused about Onision's divorce papers, because he has mentioned in one of the future videos before he showed the divorce papers. I think it's, part 11, he mentions the divorce papers. In part 10, he shows the divorce papers, and it says Florida. Everyone can call them out on it, and it's clearly fake, because you could just print any basic divorce papers and just say, oh yeah, like this is from such and such. And Onision has a history bringing up illegal documents, like with his ex, I forgot her name, Sky? I don't remember in specific. But one of his exes, he gave her some type of printed divorce paper and like some agreement that was pure bullshit, and was not legal because first off, that has to be approved through court, and second off, her mental state was not in the best, and he forced her to sign it. So yeah, he has a history of faking papers, doing bullshit like that. So 100% sure the papers are fake. But in part 11, he does mention that about the divorce papers and how supposedly it says Florida on it, and he tries to fake it, like, give me like a little quirky divorce paper. For some reason it quirkily says like Florida on it. I don't know why, like that's just so like suspicious. Like I don't know, like, you know, it is what it is. I guess they gave me the wrong paper, like, but like yeah, he's slowly divorcing me, like kind of slowly divorcing me and such, and it's just like, come on now, like we know your history. Like anybody that can do a quick Google search, or again check the references down below, knows his history and knows that he faked straight up. It's just, but now we're gonna move on to the final topic, which is how you guys can help. Is just, you know, if you don't want to get directly involved, just inform people that you know that don't know about Onision's problematic history and inform them, because while I understand that Onision's on this big thing and not a lot, he's just irrelevant. If there weren't people attacking him right now, he doesn't have much of a fan base. All his fan base is really just underage people, and you know, his videos don't get recommended. He gets barely any monetization or views. So you know, there's not really much going on in his sphere of like social anything. I understand that may be kind of like but like, you know, it's just safe. It's better safe than sorry to inform people of the situation, because I don't believe that his content should be supported or monetized. So I do believe that informing people and being honest about his past and telling everyone, you know, the full thing, that's if they can handle it. If they can't, then just give them the summarized term of avoid him. Do not interact with any of his content. Just don't do it. You know, I understand that perspective as well. Depending on how the person you are informing is, just try and inform him anyway of his actions. Don't interact with his Discord, because you have to pay to get in anyways. I have tried to get into his Discord, and all it is just his underage girl fans defending him in the chats. He wants that attention. He wants the attention. And you can bring attention to his actions, but don't bring attention directly to him. Just try not to. And if you can, you know, if somehow, just try not to, don't interact with his channel directly. Watch an archive version, or just download the video, watch it on your own time. Do whatever you gotta do. Do not give him monetization of any kind. Do not, just don't, because then that just fuels the flames even more. That supports him directly, and we don't want that. I think that's all. Please, if you do want to learn more about this situation and such, go check the references down below. I think that's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I am gonna, you know, edit this, upload it, get it out there. I hope you guys have a great day. See you later.